y'all. So I was just talking to somebody about this, but I thought I'd share because I'm in a sharing mood today. But basically, obviously there's a lot of separation going on between people trying to ascend, become their higher self, best self, and those who are not, who are choosing the dark side. Now, if you're somebody with a pure heart, you're really becoming your higher self. You're embodying your higher essence, your higher energy that is closest to the Most High, closest to God, whatever you want to call the most highest source, the love vibration, operating in that energy. When you get to that point, like, you cannot be with somebody that is operating in that low vibrational energy, because then that's going to rub off on you, or they're going to be pulling you down and be weighing down on you. You cannot be with somebody in that low vibrational energy, because this is the thing. When you are operating in your higher self and you are some form, I don't like to say earth angel, but if you are some form of angelic being or a god or a goddess in a sense, you cannot date or be with somebody that is not that. That means if they're still dealing with demons, if they're still battling demons, or if they still have energies attached to them, you cannot be with them. If you've already battled, if you've already fought that off and you're in a higher energy. Like, here's the thing about angels or prophets, prophetesses, or gods and goddesses and stuff like that. We either literally just only be with ourselves and fulfill our prophecy or whatever, or our mission on earth, fulfill our purpose, and then we just leave. That's our two options. Is we either just do that and we fulfill our purpose and we leave and we stay single for the rest of our life, or we have to be with another divine being, angel, god, goddess, whatever you want to call it. Crossbreeding is bad. Do you get what I'm saying? Crossbreeding is what got us here. Okay? So, and that's the thing. It's nothing wrong with being human, in a quote, because we're on this physical plane, but it's also is something wrong with being human. And how you thinking about what being human is. Because people make excuses for their behavior by calling themselves human. We're just human. So they make excuses for being sinful or being like just low down, operating in really dark energy, whatever it is that they like to do. Operating in devil energy. So they use it as excuses. We're just human. You should still love us, right? No, at some point, everybody has a choice to make. At some point, everybody has a choice to make what side of the spectrum they're going to be on. Or if they're even going to live a balanced life. You get to the point where you got all these older folks that never change, right? They're still operating in the same energy they've been operating in. And, you come around, it's like, okay, there's something off about this. So, like, basically I was saying about the dating. Like, you basically can't be around people or date people that's not on your vibratory frequency. Mind you, like I said, when you get into your higher self and your higher being, like when you start merging with your higher self, which is becoming your higher soul, you're operating in your God energy, right? You don't have the desires that humans have. Like, you don't have worldly desires. None of that affects you anymore. You don't desire that. Like greed, all that stuff, lust, all that. You don't have those desires. when you are in your higher self. It is not in your body. Like, you don't feel those urges. And then if you do, you know somebody or something is attacking that area of your body. Like, you know, maybe you're you defeated the spirit of lust or something, and you end up, you good, and then out of nowhere you've operating, you've been good and all that stuff, and then maybe you encounter somebody and maybe that happens, right? Like, you already defeated that, right? So that's the thing. People that have all these attachments that have not and have chosen to not even like do the work. Like, no, you cannot be around, like, you can be around them, but you can't be around them for long, because it's going to affect you negatively. You want to be asking for genuine people who are actually on the same vibratory frequency as you, because then you don't have to over explain yourself. You really don't have to over explain yourself. They already know. They already know you because they know themselves, and they already love you because they love themselves. So it doesn't have to be over explained, and there's no issue about how you want to operate. If you don't want to be like, you don't want to have a regular human relationship, then that's not an issue, because that isn't, like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to have sex, stuff like that, that's not an issue, because it don't matter if you're married or not, because you're operating your God energy, you're operating your higher self, and you don't have urges, worldly, like human urges. Like, we came through a womb, but we came through a womb through a sinful act, which is sex. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to not do it or whatever, but all I'm saying is certain things you don't even have the desire for anymore. Like, when you're like, you desire to put your energy somewhere else most of the time when you're operating in like that angelic energy. So yeah, and mind you, we are thinking that this is so many, why these people, no, majority of the world is empty. The majority of the world did not do the work. Not saying anybody, everybody had a choice. Everybody has a choice. So, and I do believe that the source, the Most High, shows everybody their reflection, shows everybody their self, shows everybody their potential. Just most people just don't want to do the work. And they think that sometimes randomly, that, they will be spared. No. Their souls will be spared. If they just stay out the way, no. So, yeah, but anyways, I just want to put that out there. Cause don't be making excuses for humans. Don't make excuses for humans, because they'll make excuses and be like, well, I'm just being human. I'm doing this, I'm doing that because I'm just human. But then we'll keep doing it because they're just human. And then it becomes normalized. The things that are unnatural and sinful becomes normalized, because people will say, I'm just being human. No, you're not. Do you even know what being a natural born, like an original human, was like? I don't think so. So yeah, because now the world is completely inverted. All right, y'all.